Alright guys, we're going to do something a little different. We're in downtown Vancouver. You guys don't really want to look at me every day, do you? Hi, welcome. Hey Pro Sales, blah blah blah. All that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, do some somersaults, some jumping jacks, get up, move around. So, I dropped Maria off at work, and I figure why not explore the city a little bit and show you guys, because like I said, you don't want to always look at me. I'm heading somewhere cool. You'll see when we get there. Anyhow, I was downtown, bought some masks, you know, things that I like to sell because I think they're cool. Not going to change, going to keep doing that. Things are progressing, let's just say. But it's not without a learning curve, and it's not without a lot of work, which is why I really haven't had time to make videos. This place is pretty good for like shawarma and stuff like that, especially if you've been out drinking. So what I've been up to is a lot of cleaning up listings, which is going to take a while, inventory, which is going to take a while, recreating some of my processes for local sales, and it's gonna serve me in the future, and I'll get to that, what I mean by that. Those are really creepy statues. So this is, oh, it's so funny because I started watching Psych on Netflix, and it's filmed here in Vancouver. And they're always down in this area. That's kind of like where their office is. So it's kind of funny that I'm here. This is English Bay. So, not only am I a founder of the Horrible Resellers Club, I am also a member. Is that how it goes? Or maybe it's the other way around. Anyhow, oh, happy birthday, Patricia. I hope you have a wonderful day. You know, it's so often that we don't just get out and enjoy a nice day, right? Anyhow, so what I've been doing is, I'll be the first to admit that a lot of my eBay listings are probably not the way that they need to be. And I've kind of been under this just keep listing thing. So I've been going through, I've been cleaning up my listings, you know, consolidating. For example, like yesterday, I had a person that wanted to buy something local, and they ended up not. And I thought, and it was a bee and puppy cat comic. And after they decided to not buy it, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna lot up the 4 that I have and put in a lot. And I've been doing that a lot. Like yesterday, I put 50 pins, like all in one listing, and took that down. And I also listed that same listing on multiple local marketplaces to catch some bites, because it's all about visibility. It's all about getting the most amount of eyeballs on your listings that you can possibly get. And that way we have more opportunities for buys. We don't feel so pressured or desperate to accept offers when we got them. Like yesterday. Yesterday was a really interesting day. You know, I actually countered a big sale. I didn't feel the need to just jump at it, and you know, we negotiated, and I got, you know, another $20 tacked on to the listing, just because I knew the value, and I didn't feel that I had to just accept because everything is pretty doom and gloom right now in the reselling community. So cleaning up listings, inventory, consolidating some listings, not doing resets right now. I'm really resisting the urge, and it's weird because yes, my traffic has declined, but my sales really haven't. And I didn't really find that resets were doing anything for me, except preventing me and keeping me from listing new items or doing other things that were productive in my business. And I'm not going to say that I'm not going to do resets in the future. For right now, it's possible they could be harming. I kind of felt like that. I kind of felt like they were harming us in a way. I don't know why that would be the case. I don't know why eBay would neutralize that, but none of us know the things that eBay does or why they do them. I get down here and I'm just enjoying the scenery, enjoying the weather, and I'm totally forgetting and blanking on what it is I even wanted to talk about. I joined Posh. I didn't really want to, but I have a lot of clothes, and again, I'll be the first to admit that my listings on eBay are not that great. I don't really do a lot of measurements, but I'm learning, and I think that that's what we all have to do. We all have to learn new platforms and expand, and try to find the platforms that utilize and show our items the way we want them to be shown. And it's not fun. It's not fun learning new platforms. Oh, I had my third sale on Etsy. I know a lot of people are bashing Etsy right now. I've not been on it long, and I only have like 25 listings on there. That 20-year vintage rule really messes with me, in my opinion. I wish they would lower it to 10 years. I think I would be able to list way more on there. And I wish they had a store instead of pay for listings, but my dad used to have a saying, wish in one hand and crap in the other. he said a different word. I don't like swearing in these videos. Wish in one hand and crap in the other, and see which one gets full first. My dad is quite the character. Think Duck Dynasty, and you wouldn't be that far off as to his appearance. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing some what solds in this video because it was a request by JRKR. Thank you for being such a loyal viewer. I do appreciate that. Because at the heart of it, for me as a reseller, that's the best part, is the stories behind the items that I sell. For example, I'm going to tell you a quick story. And some of you who have been watching me for a while, you might know, or you might remember this. A while back, I sold some ephemera from a local Vancouver restaurant. I didn't really pay hardly anything for it. It was like in a lot buy at a garage sale, and it was dirt cheap. And the guy messaged me. He's a local collector of things from Vancouver, and Vancouver is really a beautiful city. It's a little detached from reality, I would say. It's a lot like eBay's management. They're a little detached from reality. Vancouver it's gorgeous half of the year, I would say. The other half it's raining, but hey, it's not snowing, and it's just so expensive. But anyhow, I digress. So this guy contacts me and he's like, would you be interested in a trade? I'm like, well, what do you got? He's like, well, what do you collect? And I'm like, well, I collect a lot. And what do you got? So we were doing this little dance, and he comes up. Yeah, he had two Banksy posters that it was from a show at the Vancouver Art Gallery a couple years back, and he threw in some sort of keychain or something like that. And yeah, I'm like, I'll do that. I thought to myself, I could probably get 30 to 40 each for these. There's always going to be a Banksy fan. And I sold one a while back. I showed that in a what sold for 50, and that went to China. And then I sold another one. I sold the second one today for 60. And it's like stories like that. I'm always open to, trading, bartering, when the situation presents itself. So those little ephemera stickers from an old restaurant that I paid probably nothing for, or maybe half a buck, netted me 110, and I can't even remember what the other trinket is that he threw in, so that's just bonus. So yeah, always be on the lookout. And sometimes, I will, if somebody has something, I'll say, hey, are you open to a trade? And I'll send them my links, and I'll be like, if you want to see something, pick something out. There's always that way that you can source. And for me, it's all about getting my inventory presented in the most organized and just the most organized way for people to go through. It's like, again, horrible reseller stuff. I don't even have all proper categories in my store, which that's what I'm working on. See, I look at eBay right now as a place where it houses my inventory, because I know that I'm only going to get X amount of sales from eBay. You're only going to get X amount of sales from eBay. For whatever reason, they limit us. And so if I'm able to have things listed on multiple sites, I want to sell them on other sites. Just for the simple fact that if they're selling on other sites, then I can take them down from eBay, and then I'm able to sell other things from eBay. Versus, if I sell 3 things on eBay today, and I could have sold them on Etsy, I would rather sell them on Etsy, because that means 3 or 4 other things could sell on eBay. All right, I'm going to show you these creepy statues. These are apparently a thing in Vancouver. And I think what I'm going to do is once a week I try to drive Maria to work and then do some sourcing. And maybe show you guys some different parts of Vancouver. I mean, the beach is always nice. Let me know if you guys like this. I don't know, I like seeing other areas that I don't normally get an opportunity to see. I don't know how these things got approved for the city. It's just so bizarre. Okay, so I'm on my way to a thrift store. I was just there, and it was like, it's a very small strip. It's in a strip mall. Well, not really a strip mall. We're in like this bougie area of Vancouver, so I don't think I'm gonna find anything. And I was just there, and it's really tiny, and they only let 8 people in at a time. Apparently they're still under COVID rules at this particular place. But anyhow, so my plan is, right now, this is kind of what I'm doing. I'm tired of focusing so much time on eBay. I'm tired of, the negativity, and it's just, we just go in circles with, okay, I'm actually lost here. I guess we'll just walk. I have a horrible sense of direction. Maria's gonna laugh. Okay, yeah, this is the way I came. So my first step right now, cleaning up my sites, getting organized, getting things like spreading out vertically, horizontally, spreading out on sites And I'm excited because I've seen over the last year what I've done locally, and I want to expand on that, Posh, Etsy. I really wish District would do something, but nope, not yet. But I'm not giving up on it, but I can only spend so much energy on it right now. So, and then, let's see here, get to a point where I have X amount of sales a day. I have a goal in mind. And then I want to use some money out of that after that and start building my own website. And that in my opinion is going to take the place of eBay, in terms of that's going to be my home base. Right now eBay is my home base. Like when I list things there, and then I spread out. And so that's kind of where I'm at. Let me know what you guys, because we can only talk about how bad eBay is for so long, right? At some point we gotta get in action. We gotta do plan B, plan C. How are you guys maneuvering, I guess is the best way to put it. The other thing about Vancouver is traffic. I bought a Harry Potter mug and a Kavu backpack at that thrift store. I have a Harry Potter lot that I just add things to whenever I find them cheap. I don't know if I mentioned what I bought earlier from Craigslist or Marketplace was some masks, like wooden tribal masks from around the world. And I am on my way to another thrift store. I never really have much luck at these downtown thrift stores. I don't know if my screen is just dirty or if it's my glasses that are dirty. But you just got to keep trying. And then I gotta go pick up something from Marketplace for Maria, which is for the baby. You would not believe how much baby stuff we have right now in the house. My only thought is that I'll be able to sell all that stuff after they leave. Alright, I picked up this Mac Miller displate. These things sell for like $50 brand new on their website. And I'm a huge Mac Miller fan. So I couldn't pass that up. I am making one unexpected stop at a thrift store. My phone is about to die, or I might take you in there. Although the way I source, it's so much different than with the way a lot of other people source. It's, the stuff that I buy, it's for very unique, so I don't often know sell-through rates, and sometimes I don't even know if stuff's gonna sell. It's more like a hunch, a feel. There are so many murals in Vancouver. So you saw English Bay. I was just on Granville Street. I wanted to film there, but like I said, my phone's gonna die. I'm just gonna kill it right now. I have a backup tablet. Something that happened to me yesterday. You guys, most of you know I am not a morning person, although I am right now. And I woke up yesterday. So normally I get up with Maria for work around 7:30, 7:45. But yesterday I woke up at 6:30 and I was excited. I was excited to get to work, to it's tough to explain, but it's all about consolidating my local listings, because local Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, if you don't do it right, and not doing it right is having all these individual listings, you have to renew them. You have to renew them on Marketplace. Marketplace, it's easy to use the app. You can kind of bulk relist or bulk. What they have renew and they have delete and relist. In Craigslist you have to relist every 45 days. So Jack and I, well really Jack suggested this way to group pictures together, and when I get home sometime soon, I'll show you guys. Like I said, it's one of those things that I'm working on how to present and kind of like catch more fish, or get somebody to come to my listing and upsell them passively because I have multiple things on my listing. Anyhow, long story short, I was really excited to start working on this process. And while it's going to take a while to consolidate everything, it's going to save me so much time in the long term, and I believe it's going to... Oh my goodness, they're closed. Oh no, they're open. Alright, it's going to catch me more fish in the long term. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off and then I'll see you guys at home. We're still live. I saw walking by this mural. I wanted to show it to you. This one, East Van. East Van is it encompasses a large area of Vancouver. I love East Van. So I bought a David's tea mug, another Harry Potter mug, and I don't know if you can see it. It's a McCafe mug. I would never recommend anybody source the way I do. You know, as an honorary member of the Horrible Resellers Club, it's your stuff. It's your stuff. You gotta stop selling that stuff. Yeah, I disagree. Anyhow, yeah, I mean, I would, but I honestly, I'm being serious though, I would never recommend people source the way I do, because I have such a long-term outlook for, can you hear those flip-flops? Yeah, I wear flip-flops almost year-round. I have such a long-term vision of reselling. I don't care about sell-through rates. I don't, you know, I buy franchises, I buy things that already have built-in audiences, and then you just, and I like to buy unique and obscure things. Speaking of unique and obscure things, Jet, if you're watching, I hope you're okay. I sold another ukulele yes button last night. A guy came in and he bought one button for $8, and then I upsold him on 3 more to get that total order up to 22. I mean, I'm in these things for like nickels, so you know, turn 20 cents into 22. That's a win. Easy packaging, and to be honest with you, that's how I've built my eBay store. I've built it with volume to maximize the average price per package, not the average price per item. That's how I want to resell. I'm going to show you, I didn't know this was going to turn into a come source with me video. I'm going to show you the masks I bought. Then I got to go pick up that baby thing for Maria. Here is the Kavu bag that I picked up at that thrift store downtown. The one that's an 8 person per time in the shop. So I picked up this mug. It's from somebody who, when I was looking at their other listings, it looks like he is a hiker and he's traveled quite a bit. So I tried to get, okay, let me rephrase that. I forgot to ask him. I've sold things like this. I have a couple of these. I'm going to add this to that lot. That, and this one is actually super awesome. Yeah, I don't know, this might be too sunny. Maybe it's better in here. Yeah, this one. Anybody know anything about any of these? Let me know. But yeah, I like selling things like this. All right, let's see what I'm picking up. Oh, I'm guessing it's this thing. Or is it that and that? That for sure. I need to call Maria. Find out. Yes, that's it. I don't think that would be it. Okay. Well, you've come with me on my errands. One last stop before I go home and actually get to work. All right, we're back home. I picked these up from Savers today. This is a Choco hat. It's got Corvette on it. I don't know. It feels really high quality. I've never seen this brand, so I picked it up. Picked this up, Studio One. I don't really know much about it. I know somebody's asking like $160 on eBay for it. Discogs looks like it goes for 60 to 80. It's sealed, it's brand new. This is probably gonna pay for just about everything I picked up today, including the Craigslist buy. That's kind of, you know, you buy a couple things that pay for everything and take chances on a few other things. That's kind of how I roll. I've got this Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death cassette 2. It's $15 to $25 cassette. And then this, I don't know what this is. It was sealed. I see some clothes sales out there for this dude. I like to buy obscure kind of like kids things that, especially when they're sealed. We'll see if it sells. And then this is a local sale, which is going out here. I got these for free. Didn't pay a thing for them. They're selling for $25. They're practically brand new. I never even listed them on eBay. I think I actually have a couple token books up already, and I'm sure it's just never going to get found. It's probably just a subject that is just, you know, you got to promote so high. But you can sell these things local. There's always going to be a Tolkien fan, and these sold within a week. Oh, one more thing. A guy messaged me, says he's coming today to check out this Rush poster from the Snakes and Arrows tour. I have it listed for 100, and we'll see if it goes. I don't know. I haven't heard back from him today. He said he was going to come around 4. I need to leave around 4 actually. So this is a pretty cool poster. I'm not the hugest Rush fan, but I do like buying this kind of you know, band memorabilia. Hi. All right. I think I've got enough for one video today. I'm going to just leave it at that. We're going to do a what sold in another video. Kind of get caught up and kind of see some of the things that I've been selling. Today, solid day so far. Yesterday I had the biggest day that I've had on Maria's store in over a month. I'm expecting nothing to happen today because that's the way it always is with her account. I can show you, I've had 3 massive spikes. After every single one of those spikes, crickets. And, you know, I'm at $4 on her account today. Luckily, mine's at $2.40. And then I've got a couple other locals that might happen. I've got a hat someone's interested in, a vintage Adidas bag someone's interested in, some makeup someone's interested in. But I'm learning to just not get attached. As I get more and more interest in things locally, I don't feel like so that I need to close every sale. Obviously, I want to close every sale, but it comes from a different position. It comes from not a position of need, but a position of, you know, I've got this stuff. Hold on, someone's calling. All right, that was the dude. The Rush poster sold. And the guy was so awesome. Literally lives 3 minutes away and came in a Rush t-shirt. We were talking about Rush. We were talking about Ghost, Sleep Token. some of these awesome bands. I mean, he's probably 15, 20 years older than me, and he's into all these awesome, like, new metal bands. It was a good time. We're going to keep in touch. That is the power of local sales. Connection. We know people in common. He's a collector. He collects just about anything and everything. So I'll be sending him my links. And like I said, just a total awesome guy. Okay, so that starting to make this day really good. The Lord of the Ring guy's on his way. So I'm going to wrap this up because I got to go. This day has just been nonstop busy, but nonstop awesome. I wanted to also touch on what I was doing with my eBay listings. For example, let me back up. I'm excited. I'm going to talk about the things that sold today. I sold, Darth, if you're watching, I ended up selling all of those He-Man cards because I'm changing my listings now. I kind of have to because of the visibility with eBay. Is items that are like multi-item, most multi-items, where I've allowed customers to pick and choose what they wanted in the past. I'm kind of just doing lots now because I don't want to deal with it, because I want to get that sale and just be done with it. Like I've always felt that it's better to offer the customer an opportunity, a choice on what they want. But because we're just not getting we're not getting much visibility on eBay, that's not going to happen right now for me. So I ended up lotting those up. Those went for $170. The Banksy poster sold for $60. I sold a Littlest Pet Store, like little action figure, or like it was a dog, I guess. It wasn't really an action figure. And what I did with that, somebody made me an offer that was in my mind too low. You know, I sent out an offer, he countered. And this has worked for me most times. I will counter enough above that price to kind of cover any PL, promoted listings, or, you know, fees, and just get a little bit more. And I always send a note that says something to the effect of, eBay is charging, because eBay is charging 20 to 30% fees and transactions after you factor in final value fees, promoted listing fees on the price, on the shipping, on the tax. And I mean, I don't promote that high. They don't need to know how high I promote, but you know, I'm at 5% on my store, 3% on Maria's. I don't like it, but yeah, whatever. That's a whole nother can of worms. I'm not going down that rabbit hole right now. You know, I put that blame on eBay. If eBay weren't charging us all the massive amounts of fees that they do, I could be giving you, the customer, a better price. But and then he ended up paying. I think I was like $10.50 I countered at. I sold one comic on Maria's store after that big day for $4. I was just looking to see if I had any other sales right now. And then I had sold, I think that's it. I think 3 things on my store. Then the Rush poster, Lord of the Rings local. I'm waiting on a fedora payment. Okay, so I am cleaning up my listings, fixing titles, changing some of the backgrounds, eliminating some of the backgrounds, doing better titles, putting them in categories, creating different categories for my store so it's just more organized so people can easily find what they're looking for. That's on me for not having that already done. And grouping things together, lotting things up, lotting comics up, lotting for example, Dragon Ball Z cards that in a niche I don't know much about. Instead of having them price per card, I'm starting to just lot them up, consolidate listings. And again, just trying to clean things up and make it more neat that way. So there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. There was a sale that I had the other day, and you'll see it when I finally do a what sold video. And I want to know if this has ever happened to you guys, and I want to know if this seems sketch to you. I sold a drum the other day for $142. It was a Caribbean drum. It was super awesome. When you see it, you'll know why I sold it, like why I picked it up, and why I wanted to sell things like that. It sold. I knew it was going to be expensive shipping it, but in the back of my head, I was like, you know what? It's okay. It sold non-promoted. I went downstairs, pulled it, packaged it. The guy had already paid. It showed no promotions. I came downstairs, did my thing, packaged it up, came back upstairs 20 minutes later, somehow looked at my listings. It showed sold via promoted listings. Now, to me, that is extremely sketch. How, from the get-go, it should show promoted listings if it's an actual promoted listings sale. The fact that I mean, I didn't even think to take a screenshot of it. Why would I? Why would I now? Why would I not? I mean, how can it not be a promoted listings sale and then 20 minutes later it suddenly be a promoted listings sale? And this is part of the visibility and the accountability that I think is severely missing with promoted listings. They could say anything as a promoted listing, and we have no way of actually knowing if that is a promoted listing sale or not. For that reason alone, I think eBay should have complete transparency about that whole money-making scheme that they have. All right, Maria's messaging me. I got to go pick her up. Thanks you guys for watching. Peace and blessings to all you guys. Do all the things. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.